Yo, what's up, guys? So this is kind of part two on my deal making thing, and I always forget to make this point, and I just want to encapsulate this point real quick. Um, I say there was politics involved on a certain thing, and I don't know if writers understand what I mean by that, and I think it's been enough time at this point where I can try to say a little bit about it with being cryptic but not naming names, but kind of tell you what I mean by that. um, and I say, some deals are difficult. I don't just mean the money part, like just trying to get the most money. Sometimes there's political shit involved in that too, where you know people got it wrong. Some people, the trades, that's why you can't just trust the trades like straight up. Like they got that part wrong. Some of them said it was sold by them. No, it wasn't, man. That was we were going up against them. That's who we were going head to head against. What do you mean, dude? Like, what do you mean you're going head? Like, why would they even give a fuck? I'll tell you why. Because it gets political at some points. And here's why, is because the bean counters at the studio, they look at like, what can we spend on this deal? And they come up with a number, and then they say, that. And how that money is distributed, they don't really care. Who cares? Like, just make the deal. And so you might have someone from a competing place that wants the deal in their favor. Like what? Like for an actor, let's say, they want most of the money to go to them instead of the writer. And then you got a battle now, and yeah, we're getting calls like telling us like, take that. And I was like, no. And these are people that I highly respect, who've always treated me with grace and class and this kind of stuff, and I super respect them as agents, but they're partners, you know what I mean? So it's fucking scary, man, to go against them when they're calling you, telling you do that, and it's like, no, and it's like, you think back in those moments, you're trying to focus on like what the deal is, but then you're thinking back, like I remember them, like when going to events or something, and I'm like, oh, let me get the door, you're a big huge agent, let me get the door for you. And they're like, no, after you. And they're very classy, after you. And they're in like a $10,000 suit or whatever, and so it's a bit bizarre, like coming in as a little kid and seeing these dudes and being like, wow, they're big shots, man, and then one day, decades later, you're like, I'm going against them on a deal. That is fucking crazy. How the fuck did we get here? So that's one of the things I was thinking in the moment, but I'm like, but I need to clear that out of my mind so I can fucking think straight. And where am I at? I'm trying to go quick. But it's so when they call you up and tell you that shit, it's like, you do consider it like, should we, like, should we sort of like bow down to them, or should we fight? And I was like, no, we got to fight. Like, who cares? Like, they'll forget about it. Like, this is a big deal for us. We're sitting in the backyard. This is a big deal for us. They're, at the agency calling, and I do want to say, before I forget, like, something very gracious that they did was they allowed the clients, whoever wanted to go, to go, and that's not something they had to do. And so that was very classy. And but now it's like, now we're up against them, and so I'm like, no, we can't. Like, we have no choice but to try to make the best deal for us. And you know, and then I'll wrap this up, but that's the main point I wanted to make is like, on the political side, it's like you gotta think about that part of it is like, am I gonna like offend them? And because they're huge, you know what I mean? Like, talking about going up head to head with one of the biggest agents in the world, that's scary, dude. Like, that part definitely is harder than writing. You know, it is. It's a mind fuck, you know. and then like on the high end of deals, it's so crazy how fucking crazy it is. Like, you're like, is this real, dude? Is this real life? You know, like that little kid said. Like, really? Like, we only have, you know, and they call up, they're like, you got 30 minutes to figure it out. Bye. Like, what, Mission Impossible type shit? Yes, that's fucking true. And so we're like, okay, and we're discussing, like, we you know, and they blew apart the deal. They're like, you know that deal you thought you're gonna make? That's gone. Our offer is this, something totally different. Go ahead. And you got a half hour, you know, to figure out if that's what you want to do and contact the writer to see if they're good with that. That's not a lot of time, you know, to like switch, like move pieces around and be like, fuck, like, what I mean by that, like the political shit, like, okay, so we're gonna have a partner fucking furious. That's number one. Number two, we have someone getting kicked out of that part of it. Number three, they don't know that they want them in that role. So that's a lot of fucking problems to figure out in 15 minutes, and we got to get back to them to give them enough time to think about it. So we got to hurry up, man. This shit is crazy. You know what I mean? It's not like it goes on all day and night and whatever. Like, it's quick, dude. On big deals, it's fucking fast, man. And it's bizarre, dude. So that's kind of it. Where am I at? I'll end it there. But to get what I'm saying, like that's what I mean when I say there's politics involved, and you know, and to me, that's the hardest part. The hardest part is not figuring out like what it's worth. The hardest part is when someone blows your fucking deal up and you're like, okay, let me scramble and try to put it back together to make everybody happy. That's what I'm saying. That's the political part. How do we make everyone happy? And we were able to pull that off in 15 fucking minutes. Okay? I'm out. Good luck, guys. I hope you face this fucking high-class problem at some point. Okay? Best of luck.